It is said that if you enter the devilish forest after sunset, you will not be at sunrise. Some say it's cursed. Others believe there is something evil inside. But one thing is clear: people enter and don't come back. Over the years, the stories have expanded to include tourists, campers, and curious recon searchers who disappeared without a trace. They went in full excitement and thought they would reveal a secret or prove that the legends were wrong, but their phones were silent, their GPS signals stopped. The search teams found only broken tents, backpacks, and deep claws on the trees. No one could explain what caused them. The locals warned foreigners not to go in. They talk about the whisper, shouts, and screams at night. The lights appeared deep in the forest, far from any road. Hard steps, watch people who are all alone. The forest became known for one thing: no one survives the night inside. And yet people are still trying. The forest is known under many names, but the locals call it a devilish forest. They sit on the edge of a quiet village, far from towns and far from help. In daylight, it looks peaceful. Strong trees, winding paths, birds. But after sunset, everything changes. Silence is difficult. Even animals disappear. For years, people have tried to understand why this forest feels so bad. Some think it's just scary stories. But too many people disappeared. Families were looking for the offices used drones, dogs, and maps. But most missions ended in the same way, with nothing. They found a special sign, circles burned into the ground. The shoes were neatly located, symbols carved into rocks. It's as if the forest doesn't just take people, he clears them. One of the most cool stories is a group of friends who went to camp. They were experienced tourists and confident, but they disappeared in the morning. The fire was outside, the food was unaffected, and their things were dispersed. No signs of fighting, no animal tracks, no traces, just away. Stories like this have become more common. The locals began to completely avoid the forest, especially after dark. They don't even say his name if he doesn't have to. Something about a place feels alive, like he follows and waiting and choose. So, what is really going on inside the devilish forest? Many people believe it is cursed, a place that is once used for dark rituals. It is said that the ghosts have been called and the earth has been persecuted since then. Others say something terrible happened: betrayal, mass death, and the forest still holds this pain. Some believe the forest is a portal, door to another world. People talk about strange changes in time. The clock feels like a second or night that seems to never end. Scientists and skeptics offer other ideas. They suggest that natural gases in the forest can cause confusion or hallucinations. They talk about how dense forests can disorient even qualified tourists, and how fear can turn the mind. But even these explanations do not explain everything, as is why they disappear so much, or strange brands that remain behind. Several people say it approached and escaped. One man said he walked in to find his dog. When the sun was setting, he heard traces behind him, even though he was alone. He ran, felt something grabbing, turned, and saw nothing. He never found a dog. The traveler said she was lost near the forest. As it darkened, she felt like watching. Her flashlight flashed with fresh batteries. Then she heard her own voice from her forest. They both laughed in fear, and they both said the same: don't go in. The fear of the devilish forest is not new. Old stories talk about strange rituals, people punished and left them die, symbols carved into ancient stones. The villagers believed that the country was alive and cursed. Historians tried to study it, however, their work often stopped without warning. One researcher wrote that she was close to finding the heart of the forest. Her last record in the magazine read, "She knows I'm here." Then she disappeared. To this day, no one knows what is inside the devilish forest. Is it a curse, trick of nature, or something else completely? What we know is this: fear is real, silence is real, And those who enter after dark, they rarely come back. So now you have to ask yourself, would you dare to enter the devilish forest? Or would you listen to warnings and stay far, far